So where did we leave? Even though it's not a pay week this week, I do still have an exciting transfer, so hang tight for that. But first of all, let's talk about the big news: student loan cancellation and forbearance extension, of course. So I'm sure y'all know $10,000 of federal student loans will be forgiven if you still owe a balance on federal student loans and you make under the income cap. An additional $10,000 for a total of $20,000 will be forgiven if you have federal loans, you make under the income cap, and you received Pell Grants in your undergraduate education. So that's very exciting. For everyone who qualifies, let's just be excited for everyone that is going to be receiving some sort of debt cancellation. I know this is life-changing for a lot of people, which is awesome. We don't need to continue to debate whether you're for or against student loan forgiveness, and let's be honest, it's just a drop in the bucket compared to the astronomical amounts of other debt, forbearance, forgiveness, assistance, and aid that is just... So you might say, you know, our tax dollars are given to all sorts of different programs that many of us don't necessarily benefit from. So student loans, really not a big deal in comparison when you look at the total amount that they're forgiving. So let's just stop debating about it, stop being angry about it, stop with the hatred and the animosity, and just be excited for everyone that is qualifying. I'm so happy for everybody that is. Like, obviously student loans are a big problem, and I'm even happier to hear that the government they're hopefully, you know, they want to start looking at college costs and the interest that accrues on people that have big debts. I, for one, would be really happy if they looked into that, since that was definitely the Achilles heel here on my student loan journey. But you know, we'll see what plays out with that. So I'm just really freaking happy for everybody. Let's move on. So, and I guess I should say, I personally do not qualify for any forgiveness. I do have only federal student loans left, and I did in fact receive Pell Grants for my undergraduate education, almost just under $15,000 worth of Pell Grants. And but because of my income, I am over the income cap, so I do not qualify for any forgiveness, which I'm totally okay with. Like I've always said, I took these loans, I can pay them, and to be honest, I'm considered a high earner. So I have no room to complain, and I'm totally fine with it. I'm just super happy for everyone that does get forgiveness and is going to benefit from this. So again, all I want is for them to fix the rising costs of college and the interest rates. Moving on. So last week was a pay week, so it was exciting, and I left off with $21,000 saved for student loan savings and $1,900 saved for the month of August, which you guys know from my last video, I've been kind of mentally struggling with this whole debt-free journey. By the way, thank you all so much for your really kind words on my last video about my kind of emotional struggling with this. It's so incredible that you guys are so amazing and supportive, and I appreciate it so much. So I hope you know that. Anyway, I did not want to leave the month of August with $1,900. As you guys know, I have a goal of $2,500 every month for student loans to make my $30,000 goal for the year, and I couldn't leave it at $1,900. So this week, I luckily had a little bit of extra money hanging out, so I actually put another $600 to my student loans, making the total $2,500 for the month of August, which I feel so much better about. That makes me happy. I've been struggling to hit my goal many months this year. I have a few, but mostly have not. So August is finally a win, and I'm very happy. I'm still down for the year overall, but it doesn't matter. Like it is what it is, and I hit the goal for August, so that makes me so happy. So if you add that up, that's $21,600 saved. Technically $21,635 if you add in the interest that has been growing in that account while I've been saving up. So if you subtract that from the balance that I owe, which y'all know, say it with me now, $160,700.22. So if you subtract that $21,635, would be $139,065 left to go. So as of right now, I have paid down $143,849 of debt. That's not counting this money that I have saved towards it. So I'm very, very happy about that. If I did apply this money that I have saved to my debt, it would be $165,484 paid off. So yay. I'm looking forward to doing that. Since the forbearance has been extended for the last time until the end of December, I'm very much looking forward to dumping this money once again in December. So I'm thinking another Vlogmas series of debt payments is in order for this year. So I'm excited for that. And the next insignificant thing that I don't really talk about this channel, but kind of made me excited, is that my credit score is finally over 800. And it's because one of the mortgage inquiries that I made 2 years ago finally dropped off my credit. That was for when I bought the rental property. Before that, it'd been hovering in like the 790s, and I didn't care that it dropped. I don't really care about my credit score, to be honest, but I have ruined it in the past. As y'all know, I had consumer debt in the past, car loans, and just being really broke and living paycheck to paycheck, so I wasn't necessarily always the best with my finances, particularly in undergrad and the few years that followed. And then it takes a really long time to build up from that once you do go on like debt repayment programs and such. So it's been a long journey, and I'm finally there, and I can't believe it's over 800 despite still having over $160,000 worth of debt, which is crazy. But luckily payment history and length of credit history is on my side. So anyway, I don't ever share my credit score, but it just was something that happened and kind of plays into this whole financial business. So there you have it. But that's it for today. If you guys are interested in hearing more about the money mistakes that I've made in the past, you can check out this video right here, and I'll see you over there.